and I'm going to, as well as we haven't actually tested the results, so whether the results are good or not, we detect, but it does its job of creating a spark. On, try it out. Oh my god, it's even stronger. And mind you, this is one of the cheapest devices. It's been a long time since I wanted to actually make this video. This video is about the cheap plasma devices that you can find on the internet. And this is a very interesting video from our point of view, because many people have been using our voltaicplasma.com training website by using these devices, so that you can actually understand how to use these devices for these purposes. The other thing which is quite important as well is we haven't actually tested the results. So whether the results are good or not, we just do not know. However, these devices do cause a spark. Again, the effectiveness is something that we haven't tested, and I don't think we're going to take the time to test. However, many people are using it, keep asking us for how you actually use these devices for these purposes, and we made these videos. So what I've done here, I've got my test meat here, which is a bit of bacon here. It's been in the freezer, but it's actually defrosting, just our bacon friend, which is quite important, I mean, if we've got to test the devices. And I went ahead and bought these devices one by one from the internet, and I've got another one over here. So we're going to open them one by one. Let's open the first one. So we're going to open this one. It's actually got the sender's address and so on, okay? Coming from China. See what we get. It's called Sahen Meditech. So look, here is the device, okay? Design is something that I've actually seen before, and so let's see what we find in here. We find this head, so look what it's for. Another head, which has got a different tip. Actually, I'm going to show you one by one. The warranty card in Chinese, yeah. Your training manual, okay. This is your I don't know what this card is for, but we're going to show you at the end of it. Now, obviously, this device here is going to be charged with this, and it's kind of handy. And this is kind of a atypical thing, because this is a USB cable with this other type of head, if you can see it. So another thing is, while it's being charged, there's not light that comes on. Actually, just stick it there, and we're gonna insert this here. I'm gonna try and switch it on, pressing this button here. I'm gonna switch it back off. That's it. I'm gonna switch it on. Now basically I switched it on by pressing this button here. This one I do not know what it is for. This one I guess is for the power level, to adjust the power level. I'm gonna press it, and I think it's actually increasing the power level. And we're gonna test it. Okay, so look at this. I'll press this button here. Don't know what that does. I'm going to read the instructions. What this does, this middle button here, is actually switching on and switching off. Switching on and switching off. When I say switching on, switching that tip on, the tip of the device on and off, okay? So it's very simple. You switch on and off this device by pressing this button here. So that I'll do it again. No, sorry, it's this one. Press long and I switch it off. Press long and it switches on. I mean, you switch on the device, but the tip is not necessarily on. When you press this again, the middle button here is actually on or off. Okay, and this is here. So look, here you change the power level by pressing this button here. Should be very, very simple to use. Now what we're gonna do right now, I'm gonna switch it back off again, and we're gonna look at the tips. It's on, and I'm going to, I assume this one is the lowest power level, and I'm gonna switch it on. Switch on the tip of the device by pressing this button here in the middle. See whether it's working. I'm gonna try it on my hand, see whether it works. I can't feel anything whatsoever. Try again. Switch up. I just press that button again. I feel absolutely nothing. So look. See whether if I change the power level. 1.9. So look. If it does anything. Nothing. I'm just gonna switch the middle button again. Okay, try again. Yes, there's something. There is something. I can actually see it and feel it now. It's very, very tiny, and this is. It's so tiny you can hardly feel it. Obviously, it's not possible to see it, but I can hardly see it, and I can feel it. You can only feel it if it's actually the tip of the device is not touching my hand. See whether I can actually show you. It's kind of difficult to show you. See whether I can see this very, very small spark. I can feel it, but it's kind of difficult to actually show you. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to change the power level. And then what it does, I think when it's flashing there, you see that dot flashing. It means that the device is on. So, and I cannot change the power level. So I'll switch it again, switch it off, and go to level 3. And apparently it's got 9 levels. I'm going to switch it back on. Yes, it's slightly stronger. Don't know whether you could see the spark. I can see it now. But it's not very consistent. Spark is not very consistent. It's kind of difficult to actually get it, but it's quite itchy. Now what I'm going to do is switch it back off and increase the power level to 3, I think. Bang, on again. So look if it's on. Yeah, it should be on because it's got the flashing dots in there. Try again. Yes, and it's quite stronger. Stronger indeed. Yes, that's stronger. So I'm going to do it again. Middle button. That one. I think it's level number 4. Do it again. And, oh yes, it's much stronger now. You can actually see it. You can see it. And I'm going to switch this on again. So it's off again, sorry. I'm going to increase the power level. I'm going to switch on. Try again. And it's much stronger. Actually, it's kind of a good device, I think. Now what I'm going to do There's again, switch it off, increase it. That should be maybe the highest power level. Again, it's on. Show you my hand. Oh my god, that's kind of strong. Okay, now do it again. Middle button to switch it off. This button to increase the power level. Again, on. Try now. Oh my god, it's even stronger. And mind you, this is one of the cheapest devices. Okay, is it on? Yes, it should be on. Okay, try again. On my hand. This is power level 8, I think. So look. 89, yeah, so I think it's power level 8. It's very strong. This is power level 9. Should be the highest. Yes, it's kind of strong. And then switch it off, and then back to the lowest power level. See what happens now. Nothing. At the lowest power level, I can actually not even feel it. Now, so to recap this particular device. This particular device is one of the cheapest, and I can't remember the price of it, but we also sell it online with the online training. And it's got 9 power levels. The level 0, which is, so it's got this button to switch it on and off as an entire device. This is to switch on and off the tip of the device, and this is to increase the power level. And basically what it does is, whenever you press that button, you actually increase one step, and then you increase one step up until 9, and then when you increase it again, it goes back to 0, and then again 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And one of the things I like about this device, look at how small it is. It's very small, and by the way, if I remember the prices, I think it's the cheapest there is, and the lowest power level is freaking, excuse my language, is very, very low, and the highest power level is kind of high. So I regard this device as being a very good device, and is very inexpensive. The very fine needle that I've got here, very fine needle, you can see it's very fine, and then one with just a pointy tip. So we're going to try that as well. Going to switch it off, unscrew the needle, get this other tip on, off because it's not that dot that keeps flashing. I'm going to keep it on, just start it. I'm going to start it, but nothing is going to happen now. So as we know, this level 0 doesn't do anything, pretty much. See whether it does anything. Absolutely nothing. On the hand, absolutely nothing. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to increase to 1. I'll show you my hand. Yes, and there's something in there. Something, I can actually feel it. There's a very tiny spark. I can feel it, but I can actually generate the spark at the moment. But I can still feel it. I can feel the energy. But now what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch off, increase the power level to 2, switch it back on, do it again. It's still very low power. I can hardly feel it. I can feel it actually, but I can hardly get the spark to show. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch it back off again. Increase the power level to 3. It's on again, so look, yes, that little dot is flashing, so it's on. I'm going to try at 3. The spark is higher. It's bigger, you can actually see it. You can actually see it. So I'm going to do it again, switch it off, increase the power level to 4, again on. Yes, and you can actually see the spark. And again, 5. We're not going to bother going through one by one, but we're going to go to the highest, which is 99 in this case. There's no reason to have 2 digits. It's just the way they've designed it. But basically, the one that you're interested in is this one. Okay, the one that changes. It's got 9 power levels. Then it's on. I'm going to do it again on my guinea pig. And it's quite a strong thing. So on the test meat, which is our bacon, what I'm going to do is just the same. I'm going to, at the moment, it's the highest power level, right? Then I'm going to, and again, look, it's just the same as our beauty tech from the point of view of the closed circuitry. If I touch it, with the other hand, then a spark increases in power. Do it again. Look at this. Look at this. And then if I touch it with the other hand, if I touch the meat with the other hand, then the spark increases in power. It's not as powerful as the beauty tech, but it does its job of creating a spark. Okay, now what I'm going to do, just for the sake of testing it, I'm just switch it off now. I can actually touch the tip. I'm going to unscrew the tip, and I'm going to do the same thing at the highest power level. We're not going to bother with the lowest power level because we know what it does. The lowest power level, we're going to make the commentary of the lowest power level shortly. Just going to show you this using the needle. It's just the same thing. I'm going to switch back on again. Okay, it's flashing, so I'm going to go again. I can make whatever drawing I want. Basically, the lowest power level, this one, which is at 1 or 19, if you actually look at the numbers here, or 19, at the moment it's 99, is the highest power level. What I'm going to do is just going to, so it's this 0, and this is 19, which is 1. Basically, this one, what changes is just this digit there. So what you're looking at is that digit. Very likely, I mean, you may ask yourself why there are 2 digits. Very likely, what you do as a manufacturer in order to get it cheap, you choose the screen you want, which is quite cheap, and the screen happened to have the 2 digits. So they had to actually put another digit there, so you chose a 9. And but yes, that's pretty much as you. So basically, you only use 1 digit, that one. Okay. So, and this device is absolutely beautiful. Why? Beautiful, number 1, because very good design. It's very, very small. It's extremely small. It's very portable. The lowest power level is so low that you can actually not even almost feel and the highest power level is kind of high. It's not as high as the BT Tech, but it's kind of high. And therefore you can actually use it for everything that if you want. I mean, once again, we didn't actually test the results using this device in effectiveness on eyelid tightening, or if you want to get a very good device which is inexpensive and portable, oh my god, this does the job. Let's compare this for a second with the top of the range device that is on the market, the Plexa. Basically, the Plexa has got only 3 handpieces. I'm not actually making any comments on the the frequency of this device, the frequency you get at the output there, simply because we haven't actually measured it. However, I assume there's only one frequency, and it's got 9 power levels. The power level 1 of this device is much lower than the white of the plexer, because the plexer has got 3, much lower, and the highest power level is much higher, many times higher than the red. So is actually, from a performance point of view, this cheap thing, performance of spark point of view, is many times better than the plexer itself, and it's much smaller and easier to use. Well, I'd say yes, easier to use indeed, and very portable. And then if you want to get it from us, you get our support, and it's also for sale on voltaicplasma.com, and you've seen how it works. Now, to give you an idea what we would use this device for, I mean, if you wanted to use it for eyelid tightening, again, the effectiveness and safety, I'm not sure. We do not have the design, and we do not have actually done the case studies in order to verify the effectiveness and of this device. But if you wanted to use it for eyelid tightening, I would recommend use it at level 2 or 3. 1 is so small, the power is so small that you cannot actually even get a spark. So 1, actually level 2 and 3, which is actually 29 and 33 and 39, which you can actually see here. I'm actually going to go, it's actually now 29, then, or 39. These 2 power levels I would recommend. And then the highest power levels for other procedures like mole removal and well, tattoo removal, whatever else. So very good device for the reasons that it's very small and it's got loads of power capabilities. This is one.